What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre, the tour reviews and reviews, back in here with one more video. All right, guys, you already know what time it is. It's time to get active. You know what? Shout out to my Instagram, my email. I've gotten this video. This is one of these videos that I've gotten a lot over a long period of time. So I got to get out the way so y'all can stop sending me this shit. All right? This comes from YouTube content creator Shallon Lester. She posted up a video here and it is entitled Dating Advice, How to Cheat and Not Get Caught. I have not seen this video, but we're going to go in there and we're going to get active, all right? Without further ado.
And victim mentality, you know, we talk about that usually on this channel. We're talking about good things and positivity, about how toxic victim mentality is and how much it sucks and how annoying it is for everyone around you. But it's really useful when your boyfriend sucks. You know, you have to hang on to that victim narrative. That's your power and that's your leverage. Okay. But let's say you fall into the first category of cheaters I was talking about. People who just kind of like boys. That was always sort of my thing. Like, I love boys and I'm boy crazy and I have been since I was like 6. And like, I really think somebody should have nominated me for some sort of award for staying a virgin until I was almost 22. I mean, given my libido and how much I love boys, like that shit is like in dog years. Okay. I deserved recognition from the Council of Thoughts. Like, you held out the longest.
Just real quick things that I'm picking up on, insufferable. Insufferable. And here's the thing, no one should be awarded for basic things. No, that is pure entitlement. That's pure, you know, give me a trophy for just being here, for just participating in this event, in this activity of life. No, you shouldn't get that.
The ratio of your horniness. I did. But where was I going with this? What was I talking about?
What? Oh, you don't even edit? No. No, you left this in? Wait, hold up. This Oh, she's joking. This video has 150,000 views. Guys, in case you don't notice, you could go into YouTube. Look at the face. You can go into YouTube and edit the video. So even after it's posted, you can edit it post. So you could take out whatever parts. Did you really leave this part in? Lazy.
Boyfriend. So like I said, if you are just like, oh, you can't kind of resist. You're sort of like a kid in a...
By the way, I've done that too. You know, I want to just pick on her. I've done that where I've uploaded a video and then later someone else was like, yo, I think you left in, you know, what you didn't want to leave in. And I went up there and checked and I was like, oh shit, it's only happened one time in my 600-700 videos or something like that. So let's keep going. It can happen.
A candy store. Maybe you're studying abroad. Maybe you guys are like in a long distance relationship. Maybe you love him, but he works a lot and you're just like, I don't know. I just really like making out with boys. Okay. First of all, keep your goddamn mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead, as the old saying goes. And no, you probably can't, or I'm sure you can. You shouldn't kill your mistress. But you also need to zip the lip with your friends, right? Because, like, you think you know your friends and you think they're loyal to you, but people have very different morality in terms of cheating. First of all, I wouldn't dime my friends out to God herself. Like, I keep their secrets forever. And we got a lot of them. But like, some people are not like that. Like, some people who come from a family where dad cheated on mom, and if they see cheating, it's like, it's like a Vietnam flashback. Like, they cannot handle it. They will sell you out. So it's really, really important to keep your crimes on the down low.
Notice what she said, a family where dad cheated on mom. Okay, so we're starting to paint a picture of who she's speaking to and why she's speaking to them like that. She could have just said a family where there was cheating, but no, it's dad cheating on mom. Okay. If I was to guess, I would say in the future, somehow she's allowing herself this low level degree of morale and integrity because, well, men do it. I've seen men do it. So that means that women should be able to do it as well. If I was to take a guess, but let's keep going.
Loose lips sink ships. You also need to keep it quiet from your boyfriend. And I know that sounds obvious. But I get a lot of messages from you guys where it's like, my boyfriend dumped me, or we were on a break and I went to a club and made out with this guy and I feel so guilty because now we're back together. Should I tell him? I'm like, no. No. Transparency is baloney. Transparency is capitulation of control. I don't tell any.
Transparency is capitulation for control. Yeah, for low integrity people, sure. For liars, cheaters, and stealers, yeah, that's how you control low integrity people. But if you don't have shit to hide, transparency is key. Within that transparency is decent communication. What you're telling people is to not communicate, and it's okay. If you did some bad behavior shit, you did some bad behavior shit. Maybe it's not so much that you should not tell the other person that you did some bad behavior shit, but maybe it's just you just keep it down and dwell within that to probably commit some bad behavior shit in the future. But no, you don't want to teach that. You know why? Because it's accountability, which these channels seem to lack 10 times out of 10. But let's keep going.
Anybody, everything. Certainly not a boy that I'm dating. Are you out of your mind? I didn't even tell my husband everything. I never told my husband how old I was. I mean, he figured it out, but like that to me is information I don't like to share. I would rather like share my pap smear results. That's me, and that's my line in the sand, And like you have the right to have your own information stay within you. When you go out with a guy, you don't have to tell him your whole history. You don't have to tell him that like you were married or what.
Just real quick, imagine if the genders were flipped. Imagine if I was lying to women about my age. Yeah, I'm 25. I'm not 35. Imagine, and then the backlash or the repercussions for lying. But no, but she's saying to you, go ahead. My husband didn't even know my age. I mean, eventually he figured it out. Whoa.
No one is owed access to your stories, okay? And certainly not your boyfriend. Because look, you got to level with yourself. If you go out and you slip up and you hook up with someone, I had a guy do this, a boyfriend I loved like 10 years.
Why is she acting like slipping up is an accident? Like, I'm completely floored. Like, oh, I just tripped and fell into his lips or sat on his eggplant by accident. I don't know. I just ended up in his bed and just all of a sudden, no accountability. This is what it is. This is what it looks like. And it's got 150,000 views. Unbelievable.
Years ago. Short. You're looking for a stripper.
Oh,
that's the thing.
By the way, one of my tall tale signs of crazy is if they blink and it's only one eye. Look, she's she's doing it right here. That is one of my tall tale signs. If I ever see it, if I'm communicating with someone and I see one eye go down and the other one stay the goddamn hell up, shoom, I'm out of there. I'm putting you in the crazy box. All right? It's just is what it is. It lets me, the cylinders on both sides of the brain, it is an uneven firing. I mean, I'm sure there's a medical way to describe that, but it's just one of my old wives' tales. It's just something I've stored in the back of my mind. I'm letting you guys know that so you can put it in your memory box, okay? Doesn't mean 100% of the time that they're crazy. They can have some medical shit. But more often than not, I have never met a young lady where one eye goes down and the other one stays the hell up, or they are unevenly, and I've ever had a decent working or relationship with them. Ever. So let's keep it trucking.
So you got to zip the lip. If you confess once, it's going to make it way harder to keep on cheating. And girl, you probably will. You'll probably cheat. So the second thing you need to do is foresee the red flags that are going to pop up in terms of giving your behavior away. Now, like I said, when people cheat, there are shifts. They're on their phone a lot more. They're making like smiley faces. They're changing their passcode. Literally, if you're going to have a life of crime, you should get a second phone. Or establish with whoever it is you're cheating with that there's like hours. And it's hard. You don't necessarily want to let them know that you are in a relationship, like if you can help it, because they can use that against you. Like people will turn on you, they'll blackmail you. There's, this shit happens. Like you don't want your mistress blowing up your life. You can do that on your own. So just be like, hey, when I'm home at night, I turn my phone off. Make it up. You're lying to one dude, lie to the other. Who cares? Because you need to keep information above and below, right? You need to keep information on a need-to-know basis, not just flowing out loosey-goosey and you don't know who knows what and blah, blah, blah. So establish some parameters before you go out like into this. Also, start having some new activities and have two.
Holy shit.
You're actually going to only maybe have one. The second one is going to be a variable activity with a loosey-goosey schedule. So this is what I mean. Because scheduling is a big shift in terms of behavior. It's like she doesn't come home now and like I don't know where she goes after school and blah, blah, blah. So you want to sign up for like two things. Say one's like a pottery class. Okay, you're doing pottery like every day after work. Then you're going to be like, oh, I'm also doing like CrossFit and like it's hard to get in. So sometimes the only classes are like 8 to 9. It's so annoying. And actually do that so that it...
Just real quick, let me pause it right here because this has me thinking about my prior relationship in my 20s and all of the things that was starting to happen before I realized what she was up to. And like I'm listening to this and I'm like, yeah, different weird social activities, different hours, different people, like a lot of these things. And let me also communicate this as well, is that as I continue to watch this, I got to think to myself, there's information out here with as many views as what this is and as many followers as what she has. And my assumption is that people are watching this and writing down notes, and she has kept this up for over a year. So people are watching it. People are taking it in. Women are absorbing this information. And I just got to think towards like dudes, right? Like what dude focused content or channel talks about how to be nefarious, right? Like how to outwit your significant other. Like what, like name one. And I'd be interested. If you could find one, leave it down in the comment box down below. But I really wonder for the dude who goes into situations with high intentions, high integrity, and has what he feels as though was a high degree of communication with his significant other. And all of a sudden one day she increases one of her activities. Oh yeah, I gotta go to CrossFit. Blase blah. He's thinking to himself, oh, I'm glad that she's back into the gym. I'm glad that she's taking care of her body. And then asks no other questions. Now, women call men insecure if at that point he then says to her, oh, CrossFit? Like, okay, what times are you coming? Who are you going with? What's the workout that you did when she gets back, and starts asking all these questions. So like, and I don't think that dude should be doing that, but let me ask you guys a question. How do you avoid this shit other than avoiding them all together? Because fact of the matter is that if a young woman is doing these things, you have no idea, especially dudes that are about their purpose. They don't got time to be texting you all day. They don't got time to be worrying about the activities that you're doing. Shit, they want you to go do all of your activities, all right? But you got to look for the key indicators early and often to understand their ability for bullshit. Let's keep going with this savage.
There's plausible, there's a realism to your lies. You're coming home, you're sweaty or whatever. It's like your body's changing. You can like give normal accountable details because you're actually there. Sometimes, not all the time. But again, you want to pick something that the schedule kind of shifts, but not so wildly. It's like, oh, I went to CrossFit and I spent the night. No, like if that's what you need to do, if you want to have that big of a cheat where you're full on spending the night with another dude, you're going to have to escalate those lies accordingly. You're going to have to travel for work. You're going to have to like go sleep with your sister sometimes. You're going to have to like your mysterious best friend, Perry, is like having some sort of like crisis and you have to sleep at her house 2 nights a week. Work smarter, not harder, because then it's going to give you wiggle room if he gets suspicious. Be like, babe, I know, just this class opened up. So it's like, I'm sorry. I'm going to go. I don't know why it's that big of a deal. Like it happened last week. Also, get your boyfriend involved in things. If he's busy, he's not going to be paying as much attention to what it is you're doing, right? But, and this is truly evil. This is evil. Are you guys ready for it? You got to start gaslighting him.
Oh.
That is the tool of a cheater. Gaslighting. And so we know what gaslighting is. If you don't, it's based on this movie in the 40s called Gaslight. Why is my coffee table just started vibrating, and that's a little worrisome. All right, it's evil is here. Huh. And so this movie, and anyway, this guy like adjusts, this like shitty husband adjusts like the gas flames in the lamps to flicker, and the wife's like, these are flickering. He's like, no, they're not. Baby, maybe you're going crazy. Maybe we should commit you to institution, and then I can get all of your inheritance. It's horrible. It's horrible. So you have to be real careful to keep yourself even keeled. But guys, just be single. Just get out of the relationship. Like, something I hear so often from you guys is like making excuses for dudes. It's like, well, he has this girlfriend, he can't leave her, blah, blah, blah. Horseshit. If a man doesn't want to be with someone, he's not going to be. Same with you. Guys aren't going to leave their girlfriend for their side chick. I mean, we did a whole video about it, and Travis Scott's side chick was not happy. Sorry. I am only a mirror. I am not the problem. I didn't start the fire, okay? I am just like warming my hands next to it, making money off of it. Sorry. But like...
All right, you heard it from her right there. That's the last that I'm going to play it off that. You just said it. She just said it. You just heard it. She didn't start the fire. She's going to speak about it and make some money off of it. I'm going to leave the video there. Guys, I probably sliced and diced and cut this video up. Feel free to go into the description box down below. Take a look at where the the video resides. And go see the rest of it if it is your heart's desire. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to come at these conversations with a bit of truthfulness. You know, I think that I lambasted her before because of her seemingly nonchalant attitude towards something that rips dudes' souls limb from limb. Okay. But at the end of it, what did she say? She said she didn't create it and it exists. Irrespective of this video, the behavior would exist. At the same time, I'm going to always admonish those speaking about frameworks, rules, and policies in order to do it better. You understand what I'm saying? Guys, that has been my reaction for today. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. I got a Patreon as well. The Patreon. Woo! We going in up there. All right? Come and join the family. Come and join the inner circle. All right? Until next time, you two. Peace!
Hoodbooger, 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 goodbye. Hoodbooger, hoodbooger.